Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. So happy Sunday to you all. I just got back to church. I just got back to church. Ish. I just got back from church. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It's important for me that I always visit the temple of God. I know there's always been a debate around the table that there are people who in their own rights feel that they don't have to go to a church on a Sunday because they can always pray. They can always pray at home or pray wherever they are. They can make church wherever they are, so they don't see the need to go to a church. But that's another subject on its own that I would like to also discuss and just speak around. So hello happy people, hope you're good. Even if you didn't go to church, you can always find your little 5 minutes or your little corner wherever you are and just give Jehovah the glory. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to make this video quickly is I just want to share an improvement in my life, in the chapter, because we live through this journey called life, and everybody has who's calling me now? No, I'm busy. I need to do this video and then I'll answer your call just now. No, Lizzie, not now. I'll call you just now. Reject. Yes. Okay. So quickly, because I need to make this video. So obviously there are levels in your life. Yeah, my nails needs to be done. There are levels in your life where God brings you through, right? So you started as a sinner, or you started from one point in your life, going through this journey, good things happening to you, bad things happening to you, but through it all, God has always brought you through, whether you were in the world or not. Whether you were in God or in the world, God is still so amazing that even in darkness, He's still sending His angels to watch over you. So anyway, because everyone comes from a past, including myself, but there are levels of pain and struggles and just life. There are people that's gone through extreme things in their lives, and there are people that really, if you tell, like people always tell me, why don't you write a book about your life? And I always say that yeah, but there's always someone everyone has a story. It's just the level of things that you had to go through. Now, growing up for me, I don't want to get into that now, because I just want to tell you about this week and how God has been amazing, because I made the choice to kill the flesh. So what usually happens is that God, the enemy loves to kill the spirit. He likes to go into your mind. So where the enemy fights you the most is in your mind. So you need to take care of that mind. That's why you need the word. You need God, so that you understand if the enemy is playing those tricks in your mind, you know how to deal with it. That's why you need quiet time with God, so that when you go out there in the world and you're about to face the world, and things are brought into your mind, and people that are sensitive. I'm extremely sensitive because of my past, because of the things that I had to fight for. My whole life I've been fighting, but because just more like fighting for authority, but it was authority in the world and not authority in Christ, So I dislike bullies from a young age. I always, because I do come from a home of where my dad was strict. I don't like to use abuse, because in black homes, yes, we got beaten up. People use it as a form of abuse, but we accepted it. That's what they did. So there was levels of how one got beaten up growing up. I got beaten up that so bad that I would end up in a hospital. But from that, I've learned. I've never, but there's always consequences of that. Even though you're like, well, you know what, black folks, that's what they do. Some of them, they beat you up. They dads, that's how we do. We don't spanky panky. We beat. even though we know that's what happens in most black communities, I've heard black families speaking beautiful things about how they never got physically abused. There was communication, a lot of communication. So you can always see the difference of how a child is turning out because if there was a lot of communication in that house. Ooh, this phone is ringing. But anyway, so I don't tolerate bullying. I really don't. And I went. God gave me an opportunity where I was away for the weekend with the children and my husband. We went out to the bush. It was absolutely beautiful, and there I found my balance. Balance is so important, where you just collect yourself towards yourself. And I've decided to deal with myself. I have been dealing with myself, but there are levels of where you need to like check yourself. And when it comes to sensitivity, I'm extremely sensitive. Like, don't act a fool when you come at me. Don't be stupid when you come at me, because I always approach a human being with love. But the only thing that I need to learn to do, which I'm still learning, is that yes, I approach you with love and happiness, but the minute you act the fool, then I'll show you who a soldier is. And that's not of God. That's not of God. That's not for you to do. And all my life I've been doing that. I have people in my world where we have so much peaceful people, a lot of people with good vibrations, but not everybody that you approach with love will get you like that. You know, some of them might just have some jealousy of you, or some just hateful, because they because that's just human beings. So not everyone is for you. And other people maybe come from their own brokenness that you would think you would take it personally, but it's got nothing to do with you. It's got to do with them and their healing. But anyway, so I was at work doing some there's some I've been given some task at work where it's out of the workspace that I do, and I've always like thought, because I don't have degrees or anything. I'm talking to the underdog. I'm not talking to those that have degrees and all of these that studied. Our backgrounds are not the same. So people that feel like they don't have nothing, because they don't have any educational background, therefore they stuck. You're not stuck. I'm a living proof of that. So I've been given this role to play at work where it's quite intense. There's a lot of admin. Before, if God didn't tell me who I was in Him, the daughter of the Most High, I would have been so timid and say, but I don't think I can do that because of my past. And the enemy would say stuff in my mind like, remember, girl, you grew up street, you don't know anything about these kind of things. But then I took that step forward and I've been doing my thing, and it's been good. But then it just so happened, I'm not going to mention any names, that the guy that I sort of report to and work with, I usually ask a lot of questions. Now, mind you, he has that dry sense of humor, and I always feel like I need to be respected because I respect people. But again, people are not the same. So I asked him a question, and then it was like, according to him, it was something that I didn't know. Again, if you don't know anything, don't pretend like you know. Ask. It doesn't matter how stupid or pathetic you might look. I ask. If you don't like it, then get out of my space. That's what I do. I'm like, the issue's with you. It's not with me. I'm the one that wants to grow here. So I asked him a question, like, because he knew it. He had this like attitude like, okay, I know it all, and this is the answer. You and then he made a comment like, geez, you can be such a blonde. You're such a blonde. Now, mind you, he made it as a joke. He really did. Because but because of where I come from and how I grew up, again, I grew up street. If you're gonna come at me with disrespect, I'm gonna put you in your place. I am just going to put you in your place, but that's me fighting my own battle. So in my mind, I'm thinking, because a man of authority was my father, who was an amazing guy. Don't get me wrong. He was just extremely strict, like he was like soldier command, that kind of upbringing that I had. So when he said, don't be such a blonde, I promise you, my whole world shook. I walked to my desk and I was thinking, and that's when the enemy goes into your mind now. And that's why it's very important. And this is the most important part of my message that I'm trying to bring across. is that I'm sitting there and my heart's like pumping up. It's like really getting get up. I'm like, this fool doesn't know. So then I go back to my past, like where I grew up in the project flats, you know, sitting around with gangs and that kind of lifestyle where you want to mess with me, I'll show you what time it is. And I'm thinking, this fool doesn't know who I am. Now, I'm not a fighter, just life made me. Life made me the way I am. But deep inside, not even deep inside, truly, I am a soft, beautiful child of God. But because of what life made me, I was like thinking, this white boy doesn't even know me. And then again, you start getting, and he's Afrikaans, so you start thinking that it could have been a racial thing. Excuse me. You're like thinking, oh, maybe it could be a racial thing. It's like, this black thing doesn't even know such an easy thing. So that's the enemy whispering all these things where people could just really, the guy is probably not even racist, and here I'm thinking he could have probably said that, you know, maybe he thinks, you know, like a lot of things the enemy was telling me. And also because he's a man and he's not going to talk to me like that because, yeah, woman, what do they know, and everything like that. And I started thinking about, now I understand why all the underdogs, all the kids that are out there that come from poor homes, broken homes, they're too scared to come out and ask questions because it's people like that bring them down. And you people that are so learned, you people that have all these high degrees and everything like that, congratulations to you. But when someone that has not walked the same walk that you have and is trying to do the best in the person's life, is trying to change their lives and be better people, even though they come from a past, especially a past that is not good, and then you're going to come and bully them because they don't know certain things, you are damaging that person even more. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't bully someone just to make yourself feel good. Don't do it. But anyway, so I thought to myself, no, and I was standing there and I was looking through like my company, and I was like, I need to sort this guy out. I really need to sort him out. And I don't want to get into detail as in how sorting out in my books means, like how it looks like in the street. We know, like, I need to take care of you, what that means. And then I had all these flashbacks of my past, of how we handle people that kind of like mistreated people, you know. And then the Holy Spirit, because I've been in God's presence, I get up and I spend time with God. Because I've been spending so much time with God, He was able to take that enemy that was saying all these things in my mind. He was able to take that, and He was able to bring a calm spirit into my mind. And I went to a friend. You know, friends, you must choose your friends carefully. You must let God select your friends. There are friends that will be there for you, and there are friends that will pretend that they are there for you, but they're against you. Luckily at work, I'm blessed to have friends that I know I can count on. And I went with this rage and I said to this girl, but the way I was saying, she could see, I said, look, I'm about to sort somebody out now. That person's offended me. I felt such huge offense because I'm so sensitive. And that's what's God. I'm allowing God to deal with. If you realize where you're weak. And yes, I am a sensitive person. I am a sensitive person, and God is dealing with my foundation, trying to show me why is it that I'm so sensitive. And I promise you, back in the day, I think last year I would have handled things differently the way that I'm handling them now, because I am digging more, I am pursuing God more. And the more I'm pursuing God, the more He's dealing with the soul. And anyway, so I said to her, no, I'm about to get down, I'm about to go mad right now. And then she said, Happy, just calm down. He meant it as a joke. Everyone's like, oh, you know, he meant it as a joke and everything. And then I went back to my desk, and you know what the Holy Spirit said to me? Leave it alone. You are fighting battles that I'm supposed to fight. Just leave it alone. Don't take care of anything. Leave it alone. And instead, I sent him an email with such kindness in it. And I said, explained to him, I said, you know what, I understand your sense of humor, but you know, not a lot of people will get it. So both me and him is healing. If he's not healing and he's going to carry on to see that he doesn't need any fixing, that's his own problem. But the main fact is how I handled the matter. So what am I saying in this message? I'm saying that I'm talking to the underdog. I'm talking to people that comes from where I come from, and there's many, you know. Maybe someone might be listening to my message and they don't get me. It's fine. If you don't get me, move on. I know there are people that I know that know what I'm talking about. There's people that come from prison. There's people that's had hard lives and they're trying to come out of this oppressed life. And there's people that come from gangs. There's people that come from brokenness, from poverty, and they're trying to be good in society. And then there's bullies out there that's gonna just squash them down. I'm saying that if you feel threatened, don't take care of it yourself. Calm down. Get out of your mind immediately. I have learned to immediately, when I start having all these questions and it's all going like it's going to explode, immediately I get out of my mind and I go to God. Because I am a child, I am a daughter of the Most High, royalties in my blood. So I go to him and God speaks to me, Jehovah speaks to me and starts healing and whatever. So yeah, I hope you understood what the bottom line of my message is that instead of acting out, rather think that the problem is got to do not with you, but the person, or both. That you both need to just check yourself, come out of your mind, see where you need healing, ask God to work with that piece that's breaking you, and then you're gonna start feeling so much better, so much peace, man. Like, I'm so peaceful, I'm flowing. My husband's so shocked, because usually also if my husband would say something that I don't like, I'd be quick to like, oh, what's the word? There's a word for it, but I can't think now. I'd be quick to what's the word, I can't think of it now, but I always like wanna, okay, I've got lunch with a